Hello champions, he is finally in the game, the Scottish psychopath himself, Drew McIntyre, or as they called him, the Sinister Scotsman. He is in the game, he's a powerhouse. If you've been watching my channel, people keep asking me who's my favorite wrestler. Well, it's like Drew and Braun are my two favorites, and ironically they're both champions right now, and they both became champions on the same event. So he's now in the game as well. He's a powerhouse, and he's also the guy I've been saying for a long time that he's the one I'm looking forward the most to be released. I didn't care if he was going to be good or not. I just wanted him in the game. Now he is. Let's have a look. So he's a powerhouse. His coaching ability at 9,000. Moves that generate column break gems will create one more column break gems. Column break gems do 15% more damage. Now, he will be available two ways. First is the obvious, by pulling him on the pull offers. The second one, he's going to be available at 2-star bronze as the final milestone reward for the showdown event we're going to have this weekend. If you max the event, you're going to get him at 2 stars. So let's have a look. The first moveset we're going to try is the red-blue one. That is the Claymore Kick. 11 MP red move. Finisher deals 41.2k damage and destroys 16 random gems and pin the opponent. The Sit-Out Power Bomb, 8 MP red move. Deal 25.8k damage and choose a 3x3 area to destroy. And a Spinning Future Shock, 9 MP blue move. Deal 22.6k damage and choose a 2x4 area to swap into red gems. Now, all of those are fairly random areas, so that means that leaves you a lot of options as far as what trainers you want to use. You can definitely use, like I'm going to show right now, Lawler and Slick Rick. Lawler to start with more blue, Slick Rick so that all gems do 20% extra damage. Now, the fact that you're making a 2x4 area into red means you could definitely use a red specific trainer, like for instance, Roman Reigns. You will get bonus for all the other two as well on top of this one. That would definitely be a good option. I'll be using Slick just to be more general in there, but you could be using him. You could be using move damage also. I probably wouldn't take that over Slick or Roman though, but that's still an option. For coaches, we're going to go with Andre and X-Pac just to help fill that blue or that red. Also, with that very same moveset, you could use probably a different move instead of the blue, but we're going to try this one. The one thing I foresee with this moveset is that it is very susceptible of getting an early pin. If you get too big of a cascade or something, you're very likely to get an early pin. Right. We don't have any blue. Let's go for red. Oh, that filled our red. Okay, so we can choose a 3x3 area to destroy, or we can destroy the 16 random gems. I'm gonna go for that right away because I can always pick this one to target specific colors I'm gonna need. So we'll go to this destroy 16. Could have used a trainer that actually makes you destroy more, which I believe is it Harper? I think it's Harper that makes you destroy more. Red move, destroy more. He's not done. I don't want to destroy too much of the reds and blue. Alright, so now I could use the red to try to get more red. or I could use the blue to get more red again. I'll use that one because I can always use the other red to try to get some blue back. All right, let's put it here. And we're out. So, well, let's go for the finisher. It's gonna destroy 16 gem. Should likely be more than enough. And it is. Definitely a pretty good moveset. The only problem I have with it is the fact that you're more than likely gonna get a pin. Like, if you have all 3 moves or even 2 of the moves, you're pretty unlikely to be able to do 2 or 3 of them on the same turn because they're all big damage moves. But yeah, I can definitely see this moveset being probably one of the best. So let's look at something else.
Aye. What are we waiting for?
Alright, similar moveset, different setting. It's gonna be the red, blue 2. It is a Claymore Kick 11 MP red move finisher, deals 41.2k damage and destroys 16 random gems and pin the opponent. The sit out powerbomb 8 MP red move, deal 25.8k damage and choose a 3x3 area to destroy. And this time the reverse Alabama Slam 2 MP only, blue move, but it's a weird one. Deal 5.6k damage and cause your opponent to bleed for 2 turns. During each of these turns, there is a 20% chance to deal 100,036 bleed damage to your opponent. So it's not guaranteed that the bleed is going to do something. There's 20% chance that it will, but it will be a lot if it does. It is 100k. So it's a gamble, but I want to see it. So we're going to be trying that with Sting to start with more red, and set shield because he had 50% to bleed, which means that it's a 20% chance at 150k bleed damage. For coaches, we're going to go with X-Pack to help refill that red. We don't need to refill the blue, it's only 2. And I'm putting Lead Iron to help with the red damage that I'll obviously be targeting with the sit-out power bomb. But if you add Carrie Sane, that'd be a much better coach because she would boost that bleed. Again, it's a 1 in a 5 chance for that bleed to do something. So definitely not a reliable thing, but I want to see it. All right, so thanks to the 1 MP perk, it is ready right now. So we got the bleed in. Now we'll see if it actually procs. Now we don't have any red, unfortunately, to make any match. So I guess we'll go for blue so that it's ready again next turn. We did get the 150k. Damn, that removed a hell of a chunk. We're gonna do it again. Let's get more red. That way they're gonna be ready. Both bleed were applied. He did not take any damage this time. We'll pick a 3x3 area. That will likely end my turn. It did. Might get the bleed to proc during the pin. It did not. Okay, let's get out of that. We're out. Let's put the bleed again. And we'll run the finisher. And if we're lucky, the bleed is gonna hit while he's trying to kick out. It's already hard to kick out with the health he has left. Well, he might. Well, he did not kick out and the bleed didn't break. So as you saw, it only happened once out of 6 or 7 chances it had to happen. So it's definitely like it's a low percentage. But I guess it can definitely, like, personally, I probably wouldn't go for something like that because it's too much of a gamble. But it's definitely really fun when it does proc, though. All right, let's look at something else now.
Actions speak so much louder than words. Roll it.
All right, other move set. We're going to try the red 2, blue, blue. You could actually do red 1 instead of red 2 for pretty similar result, I'm pretty sure. So sit out powerbomb, 8 MP red move, deal 25.8k damage and choose a 3x3 area to destroy. Spinning future shock, 9 MP blue move, deal 22.6k damage and choose a 2x4 area to swap into reds. And the reverse Alabama Slam, 2 MP blue move, deal 5.6k damage and cause your opponent to bleed for 2 turns. During each of these turns, there's a 20% chance to deal 100k bleed damage to your opponent and 80% chance to do nothing. So, trainers will be using for that Lawler to start with that blue move. At least the bleed will be ready turn 1, and the spinning future shock needs a blue match. Set to help with that bleed damage. Could always use a Roman to help with the red damage, but I kind of like Set much better if you were to use the bleed in the first place. Andre to help load up that blue, and I got Lita to help with the red damage, but obviously Carrie would be a better choice if I add her, which I don't. So we're gonna have a look. Forgot to mention, I got the 15% health and gem damage bonus due to the first place for feud reward. Also 1 MP perk to begin with. Alright, so thanks to Lawler and the perk, we got that move ready because it's only 2. Now we'll load the other one. Bleed did not work. We're gonna apply a second bleed. Now we're gonna make a red area. He actually countered that. Let's go for red. We did have a proc on the bleed though, as you see. He dropped half his HP right there. That left the mark. Crap. Alright. Let's get the blue. Right. So we got another bleed. Now we're gonna pick a 3x3 area to destroy. So we want one that has blue and red in it. This is gonna give us 2 blues. So that blue move is gonna be ready next turn. Not already, unfortunately, but we're gonna add another bleed, which he dodged again. Well, that was a really weak pin, but thanks to the bleed, that totally ended him. Well, that countered that proc for the dodge. Alright, well, it works, but again, I'm not too fond of the 20% chance of it happening, but it works. Alright, let's try something else.
I will hurt you. I will maim you. I will destroy you. You will never beat me.
Alright, another move set. This time it's going to be the red 2 along with both black. Again, you probably use the red 1 too. Kind of like the red 2 a little more, but you could definitely use the red 1 too. It's going to be the sit out powerbomb 8 MP red move, deal 25.8k damage and choose a 3x3 area to destroy. The tilt a whirl backbreaker 8 MP black move, deal 20.2k damage plus 9,000 bonus damage for every red gem. And the overhead belly to belly suplex 8 MP black move, deal 27.7k damage and make 6 random purple gems into red gems. Trainer will be using our braid to start with more black. We're gonna have also Bulldog here for 35% more damage. I keep saying Roman. Roman does the same thing, but mine is much lower, so Bulldog give me 35%. I believe it's also Phenom Taker that does the 35% red gem. Not sure on that, but I think he does it too. We're gonna have Lita to make 5% more red gem damage again, but 1 red gem here. If I did not have Lita as a coach, I might have tried with Big John Studd instead of Bulldog as a trainer. The problem with that is that he doesn't make random gems into red, he makes random purple into red. So if we didn't have Lita, it would be 6, but with Big John Studd, it would make 10. What are the odds of even having 10 purples on the board to make into red? Fairly low. That's why with Lita, it's 7. I mean, the difference between 7 and 10, probably rarely ever gonna have 10, so I might as well stick with 7 and just do more red gem damage. We're putting in also Elias to have more black when we try to reload those moves, because it's definitely not going to be enough just the 3x3 area, because it's really rare that you're going to have more than 2 of the color you want in that area. So let's give that a shot. I don't expect it to be anywhere near as good as the first set. We're going to give it a shot. Right, so we don't have the black match to begin. We don't have a red match either. We'll get the blue just so, well, actually, we'll get this one here just so he doesn't have his blue or green match, although he had a green there, but he went for a purple. So we still don't have any red or black, so we just wasted 2 turns basically. Let's get rid of his green. Now we're gonna have it by default. So this is only gem damage plus red. This is making more red on the board. We could go do that and get extra damage for whatever we got there. Or we could make a gamble and hope that maybe we're gonna end up with more reds on the board after doing that. Although many of them might make a match and we might end up with less than what we get. So right now we got 2, 4, 6, 8, we got 9. Let's just do the gamble and see if we end up with more than 9 after this. We definitely do. We got like 4. We got 9, 10. We got 15 right now. So that's definitely going to do a hell of a lot more. Jesus. Yeah, that did a hell of a lot. I don't know, like it didn't show how much, but that took out like over half his health. Alright, so now we're gonna start refilling that red, which will be ready next turn now. And he's gonna do both blue move. Alright, we're out. Now we're going to choose a 3x2 area to destroy. And we're really lucky with what we got, because this 3x3 only has the 3 color that he does the more damage with, and it has 3 of each of the 3. I mean, the only thing better than that in this case would have been like to have more black. So it's not going to refill any of the move, but it's going to be pretty good for damage. And it actually did refill the black with the cascade we got. And that got us the pin. This worked a hell of a lot better than I thought it would, but we had a hell of a lot of luck on that fight too, so I would not expect similar result every time, but it works. All right, let's try one last. All right, last one we're gonna see. This is the exact same moveset we tried first, which was the red, and blue one. The blue one that will create the red, we're gonna need to do the other 2 moves. This time what we're gonna try is one set I mentioned earlier. It's gonna be Lawler to start with more blue, and we're gonna go with Bulldog, which is the same as Roman and Phenom, to do 35% extra red damage. I'm also gonna be using Hall of Fame Lita to do an extra 5% red gem damage, and Andre as a coach to help reload that blue. That means we're getting 40% extra red gem damage right there. That spinning future shot is gonna be what's gonna make most of our damage. Keep in mind I'm gonna have the 15% extra gem damage bonus from the feud in the first rank. Also, if you were to use Fury belts, belt with Fury gems on it to boost your gem damage, and on top of that you take medals that boost the red damage, that could be pretty huge damage, especially since he's a powerhouse, so red is his strongest damage to begin with. So there's definitely potential for huge numbers there. And looking for a blue match. We do have a blue match. The pin bar is pretty far on the right. Definitely going to be ending our turn doing that. Only did 100k. Would definitely be higher with proper medals though. But base of 100k. Definitely expected more than that. Okay, we're going to choose a 3x3 area to destroy. We do have 3 blue right here along with 2 reds. Hopefully that's not going to end our turn, but it very well might. It did not. We're lucky. We're going to use the finisher that destroys 16 gems. This definitely will because it's a finisher. Not really lucky with what it destroyed though, because it didn't feel or blue. Now we pretty much gotta kill a turn so we can get that blue move ready. We're gonna get hit by both those moves. Let's just get out of that. Okay. Put it here because it's going to connect a lot of them. And it did everything. It works really well. It is fairly board dependent, but I would expect this to be really deadly with proper gems. Not proper gem, but proper metal. Even if you got like a gem damage belt or something, that's even better. But yeah, anything that will boost your gem will make this even more deadly. I kind of think it's the best moveset for him as far as the little gameplay that I've had to do with. I would expect that using someone like Harper as a trainer to destroy more with the finisher could possibly again be very deadly, especially if you have metals that gives bonus on multiple different colors, or an all gem. That could definitely work. So I'm pretty damn good character. I wouldn't make him top tier, but a very strong tier 2 for sure. Probably a similar level that Bruno is for Tex, and he was a similar reward for a very similarly structured event as well. So I mean, very good character, very pleased that he's finally in the game. Definitely a character I want. I didn't really care whether he was going to be good or not. I just wanted Drew, but definitely thrilled that he is good. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, what I think is basically biggest weakness is pretty much the fact that since it's all moves that destroy a lot of gems, he's very often gonna have early pins. So that's probably his strongest weakness. Strongest point being that gem damage that he's going to be able to output when properly gemmed. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Have any questions, ask them, and if you like the video, leave a like and share. See ya. G out.